Hello, let's talk about breakup and what they teach us and how we heal. Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to Love and Connection TV. Today, we are diving into a topic that touches all of us at some point: breakup. So, whether you saw it coming or it shattered you like a glass on tiles, there's something powerful waiting on the other side. So I want to encourage you with that. So let's talk about it and let's get settled. So get your tea, get your coffee, and let's get started. Okay, so why do people break up? And let's look at why people actually break up. Breakup happens for so many reasons, and I'm sure you can relate to some of these reasons. Sometimes it's a clash of values, a breakdown in communication, trust being lost, as some of it. And sometimes it's not about bad people, it's just two people who no longer aligned. So maybe you outgrown each other. Maybe one person was ready for forever and the other person was still figuring things out or still figuring life out. The truth is, love alone isn't always enough. It takes being honest, it takes effort, and sometimes it can even be timing and a willingness to grow together. So what I learned about myself when I have to look back at, my past breakups, here is what I realized. I learned where I was compromising my truth just to keep the peace. I learned that love should never come at the expense of my peace, voice, or value. I saw how I ignored red flags out of hope or fear of being alone. And I'm sure a lot of us can relate to this. But also, I learned how deeply I love, how loyal I am, how much I crave partnership that feels like home. Breakup don't just reveal the other person, they reflect you back to yourself. And that is something very, very powerful. And I think this is why a lot of people stay longer in relationship because they are so scared to not to see themselves even after the breakup. So now life after a breakup can be challenging, and it can also feel like grief because it is. You've lost something, you're grieving the version of the future you imagine with this person. You've missed their presence. Even if the relationship wasn't right for you, you still miss them somehow. But little by little, clarity comes and then peace returns. So you remember how to enjoy your company again. So sometimes breakup is for the good because you tend to know yourself better. And it is possible that you'll cry, you will heal, you will laugh again. That's a fact. And one day you will look back and say, I made it. You'll be very proud of yourself to actually walk out of a relationship that wasn't serving you or wasn't good for you. So now let's look at how long does it take to heal. So it depends. There is no magic number. Some people feel better in weeks, other takes months or even years to break up. This all depends on how deep the bond was and how intentional your healing is after the breakup. So here is my encouragement. Don't rush your process. Don't shame your feelings. Grieve at your own pace. Don't compare yourself with any other person. Just focus on yourself, but don't pitch a tent in your pain. Keep moving forward, even if it's one step at a time. Like we said, the timing varies for different people, or it depends on the bond you have with that person. So now let us look at how we can use this experience to create a better future. Now, every heartbreak carries seeds of growth. This is what I want you to ask yourself. What will I never accept again in love? So looking back at the relationship, what are the areas or what are the things that you accepted that you knew wasn't right? So you want to ask yourself that question. What boundaries do I need to strengthen? What kind of partner actually support the woman I am becoming? This is a very, very important question. It is very important that when you're not only thinking about right now, you are thinking about the woman that you are becoming. So now you want to use your heartbreak as a launch pad, as an opportunity to learn. So take that lesson and make sure that you do not repeat the patterns That is the goal. You do not want to repeat the patterns. You do not want to start attracting the same kind of love or relationship. You want something that is better. And this is why you're taking the time to heal. So it's very important that you work so much on your healing that you refuse to repeat the old patterns. You now want to focus on yourself and upgrade your self-love. Clarify your standard. Clarify your standards is very, very important. Know what you want and what you need in a man. And most of all, trust that your person, your real partner, is still out there. And this time, you will meet them all. They will meet you in a better place. And if you are going through a breakup right now, let me just say this: you are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. You are becoming. And I want you to be proud of yourself that you chose to walk out of something that wasn't serving you. And if someone broke your heart, it is for the best. So let this be the season for you to rediscover, to heal, and to radically love yourself deeply. And when love comes back around again, it will feel safer, sweeter, and so much more aligned. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So, what have you learned from a breakup? So, share your story and how are you choosing to grow from it. If this message touched you, give it a like, a subscribe, and share it with your friends who need to remember this. Follow us on Instagram at Love and Connections Inc. Love and Connections Inc. for more daily love notes, healing tips, and updates on our upcoming events. And remember, healing isn't the end, it is the beginning of something better. So you've got this, and I'm cheering you on always. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.